Welcome back for another quick update. This one I actually called the striping crew in to come in and get the parking spots and the lines for the road in the town of LaGrange. And then the big project was to get a fueling platform for the refinery. So we picked up a couple things from Shapeway, and I'll show you what I did on that project. Today I tackled the striping of parking areas in front of the commercial buildings and courthouse, schoolhouse, and also laid the crosswalks in. I outlined everything with a extra fine paint pen, and that worked out extremely well. And then laid the sidewalks out in scale. They're 8 feet. And then to lay the coloring inside the sidewalk, I cut a stencil, and once again cut that to scale 8 feet wide. I had some 1/8 inch striping tape, and I laid that in there, and then using a little bit of white with and dry brushing it, and basically laid that stencil over and dry brushed those areas in. So quite pleased on how it came out. I just received some parts from Shapeway, and I'll get you the exact division of who makes this. It's a refueling bridge and crossover pipe, some safety guards to go around with the tank cars when they're fueling it, and then you have your fueling hoses here. So I'm going to get ready. I'm going to wash this up with some degreaser and then soap and water, and probably put a thin coat of spray paint, some primer on it, and then we'll build it up from there. So they do give you an extra piece. I'm just not quite sure. This was kind of clipped across the top of the bridge here. Not quite sure what it's for. It looks like maybe there's a couple pipes, but I don't think it just lays up there. But we'll see if we can find out where that goes. I've got the major pieces primed. Degreased them, soap, water, let them dry, and then sprayed a couple thin coats of primer. My idea is the catwalk would be, and stairs would be kind of hard to paint out. Stairs not too bad, but the catwalk, I'm going to leave those in the gray color, and then detail out the rest of the piping, handrails, and the equipment that attaches to it. Started painting the main support. I like to use a red oxide paint that they use a lot in the industries. It's inexpensive and easy to maintain. Decided I needed to make sure I had the safety platforms located in the right position. I used 39-foot tank cars, and the one little problem I see is with this platform here, the fueling pipe that comes up is a little bit farther away than if I go down here and the fueling pipe is right here. I'm not sure if I'm going to try to cut this off and reposition the one over here, move it over into this area and bring it up, or I may take the easy way out and just leave the fueling pipes off and leave it to the imagination. I've detailed out the loading platform, and have removed the handrails in this section here, and this section over here. That's where the safety platforms will go in. The fueling nozzles, I kind of had a bit of a time. I had to look around on the internet, And finally decided I was just going to take these and mount them in the straight up position, kind of next to the loading platform. Install them there. By doing that, none of the lines line up, and also this one here is slightly bigger, and I'm thinking about removing these and adding a line down here to just to these pipes here, and I have to do that to each one. The other was this strip here. I couldn't figure out what it was until I started painting, and I happened to notice in the end here there's a little set of brackets. I believe that this is supposed to be maybe lighting that goes down the very center, but it's slightly too wide. It will not fit in there, so I'm going to try to remove a few thousandths off each side, and then I'll paint this out, and we'll be able to slide that in, and it'll fit in there. Okay, we've finished putting the platforms and the fueling stands on. If I can keep my shadow out of the viewing. And we've got that, I take it it's a lighting tray that's in here at the runs along the top. So let's see how it looks on the layout. And here we have the fueling stand next to the refinery. So now I just have to set it in place and finish up the ground cover in this area. And we have the town of LaGrange put back together, still doing a little work on the schoolyard. And here we have a train getting ready to come down Main Street. But, still have to put in a few stop signs, trees. It's coming along very nicely. That wraps up this update. We'll say on the refinery, probably the detailing work on that probably took about 6 hours of painting and attaching the small parts. Not a complicated project, but it went together very nicely. I also had finished up the small graveyard. In one of the shots you'll see there the graveyard in the back of the church, so I kind of got that one put in also at the same time. So anyway, hopefully I gave you a few pointers and tips. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully we'll see you back here soon.